This is Fbg.Live. From touchdowns and concerts to weddings and Christmas parades. Live video production right here in Fredericksburg, Texas. Live, local, here for you. Fbg.Live, capturing your moment for generations to enjoy.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, with FBG Live. This is Randall King alongside Jennifer Spies. It is the Light the Night Christmas Parade. Our title sponsor this year, Segner's Jewelers. And Jennifer, you ready for a little parade action?
I am always ready for a little Christmas parade here in Fredericksburg.
Well, we have been watching it get started the last few minutes and about to make their way back around to us. We're glad you could join us. And once again, our title sponsor tonight will be Segner's Jewelers. Stay with us for some good time Christmas parade action right here on FBG.Live.
Bring the magic home. Generations of families have trusted Segner's Jewelers since 1937.
Winter, spring, summer, fall, HCP has it all. Everything you need and want for any season. Fireplaces, fire logs, heating for your home, and fire pits for the yard. Indoor and outdoor grills. Propane for your grill, your home, or your RV. From A to Z, everything propane for all seasons. Just ask us. Find us online at hillcountrypropaneinc.com or come to the showroom at 1240 State Highway 16 in Fredericksburg. Hill Country Propane Inc. Go propane.
Vogel Tractors, high-quality tractors, construction machines, and utility vehicles. New and used equipment and attachments from Rhino, Armstrong Ag, Industrious America, and more. Vogel Tractors specializes in 20 to 150 horsepower tractors, as well as skid steers, excavators, and more. All machines field-tested, shop-inspected, and serviced to exceed expectations. Online at vogeltractors.com or give us a call, 830-644-1400.
This Christmas season, Holy Ghost Lutheran Church welcomes you to celebrate with us. Join us for a special free community event, the African Children's Choir, December 14th at 7 p.m. Then, come share the beauty of Christmas Eve candlelight worship on December 24th at 3, 5, and 7 p.m. Celebrate Christmas Day with worship at 10 a.m., followed by our community Christmas meal at 11 a.m., open to all. Find hope, joy, and community this Christmas at Holy Ghost Lutheran Church.
Fredericksburg ISD Education Foundation, the students and their families representing.
Howdy friends, Paige here from FBG Live. Thanks for enjoying the parade with us tonight. We love supporting our kids and community, especially during the upcoming livestock show. Nearly 7,500 tuned into our coverage last year. This January, why not help us make much of these amazing students and your business with a sponsorship? Visit FBG Live for more info. But for now, back to the parade.
And welcome back to FBG Live. Randall King alongside my good friend, Jennifer Spies. And Jennifer, we're going to talk a little history about this parade as we did a couple of years ago. But as we get started, make sure that you let your friends know. FBG.Live, Billy's.Live, click subscribe, get the notified, all of that good stuff so that you can keep up with things. But more especially, spread the word that if you're at home, you can watch this, put a note up on your Facebook page and send the word out, call your friends, let them know they can watch the parade tonight, and it'll be saved for later viewing as well if you miss it tonight. So I don't know about you. You start hearing Christmas songs and things going before Thanksgiving now, and then you get to Thanksgiving, you're like, well, maybe it's time for the holiday season. But there's a lot of people that this is when their holiday season starts right here, Jen.
Absolutely. This is the start of Christmas in Fredericksburg. The Fredericksburg Christmas Parade, kind of the hallmark Christmas parade. It's been called. So excited to have cool weather for the evening, get everyone in the spirit to enjoy the night.
I've seen some hot chocolate running around here and kids having a good time, and you can kind of see the parade is in action. We will start kind of getting you notified about floats as they get to us, and they're still about 7 or 8 minutes away. They make the trek all the way down to the Nimitz and then turn around and come back our direction. But like you said, Jennifer, it's starting to feel like Christmas. We got a nice, cool evening. Kids are bundled up. It's not bitterly cold. We dodged the rain. There was a little bit yesterday and a little bit this morning. But what an event. The streets are lined with people. This has become a big-time thing in Fredericksburg, Texas, and even around the hill country and other areas have started to adopt their own Light the Night parade. But we're going to talk history just a little bit because you have the history of this. You told me earlier the first one was in 1994.
That is correct.
So that makes this thing 31 years old. We've missed one or two in there for weather over the years, I think. But
very few.
Your dad was, Sammy Segner was one of them that came up with the vision and decided to try to throw this thing together many years ago. Tell us a little bit, as I see the band getting closer to us, how that came about.
So it was a quick decision on why can't Fredericksburg do it? Johnson City can do it. So he called around, got a few people to join him. I think it was 2 others that first year that traveled around Marketplace block twice. And that was how it all began in 1994.
2 times around Marketplace.
That is right, yes. So, and here we are, 150 plus floats later, 31 years. So it's grown.
And how quickly that grew as we see the NJROTC leading things off, honoring the legacy of Admiral Chester Nimitz, and following close behind them a Christmas-themed Fredericksburg High School marching band, the pride of the Texas Hill Country. And that gets us underway. These guys have marched all the way down to the Nimitz and turned around, come all the way back. This is the tail end of the parade. And Jen and I are just going to kind of leapfrog and give you a description and an idea of the parade and the floats as they come along, and we'll do our best to keep up.
That's what we're going to do. Here is Fredericksburg Chamber of Commerce with Santa and Mrs. Claus. They come in a moment. Everyone's been waiting for their special guest on the Fredericksburg Chamber of Commerce and presenting sponsor, HEB, escorted by the FHS Red Hots dance team. Be sure to visit Santa for free photos after the parade. And then we have the Grand Marshal following Santa. Grand Marshals, Women and Man of the Year. Please welcome Marianne Tuberville. She owns the Grasshopper and Narrow Path Winery, and Jim Giroux, Clear River Ice Cream, honored for this year's business excellence and volunteer services.
Right behind them is the CBS Austin Morning Anchors. You've got John Carlos Estrada and Allison Miller representing CBS Austin, which is part of the broadcast team here tonight, broadcasting the first 30 minutes of the parade. Right behind those guys, the Texas Regional Bank, straight from the North Pole. You can see all of their employees on there with their festive decorations. Texas Regional Bank.
Coming up next is 72 degrees, rolling in with equal parts sparkle and stillness in the crew from 72 degrees. Our broadcast sponsors again this year. Their 40-foot trailer is packed with lights, trees, and Texas snow. And then we have the Hive Collective. Get ready for a buzz of holiday cheer with the Hive Collective and their Christmas in the Beehive float, decked out in bee-themed decor and costumes.
Following right behind them will be the Fredericksburg High School Choir. And you can hear their song echoing across both sides of the street, and their Candy Cane Wonderland float, dressed in red and white and surrounded by lights and candy cane decor. We're glad to have them there. Fisher and Weezer coming along next. All aboard the Fisher and Weezer Orchard Express. Festive train highlights the farmhouse at Doss Peach House and Dietz Distillery and their cozy B&Bs. Fisher and Weezer, a hill country staple.
And here we have Gillespie County Historical Society and Pioneer Museum, celebrating heritage, holiday cheer. Tannenbaum Ball and Queen Annette Tilley rides in the front of a replica of the historic Bryanskirche, reminding us to preserve Fredericksburg's rich history.
We'll take a quick break to hear something from Segner's Jewelers.
This Christmas, bring the magic home. Generations of families have trusted Segner's Jewelers since 1937.
And we are back. And boy, I tell you what, they're moving quickly here. Texas First Rentals rolling by there as we come out of the break. Come and rent it at Texas Rentals. Hill Country Titles with their gingerbread house float coming along next, serving the Hill Country for 55 years.
All right, and here is Hill Country Fair and Festival Association bringing a double dose of cheer featuring 137th and 138th Fair Court. They work year-round to host fairs, support youth education, and celebrate agriculture. And we also have Central Texas Electric Co-op lighting up Main Street in Central Texas, serving Gillespie and 11 other counties with over 7,000 miles of line.
And we'll try to keep things in line here. You're probably going to catch one or two times that these floats have kind of shifted around a little bit, but we'll stick close as we can to our original list. I believe we've got Security State Bank and Trust, Texas Heritage Vineyard in here somewhere close. Texas Heritage Vineyards with their sparkling snow-themed float. And you've got Security State Bank and Trust with their Polar Express. Security State Bank since 1941. That's not the Kool-Aid man. Everybody's having a good time. All right, we see Texas Heritage Vineyard now rolling through. Known for 100% Texas wine and warm hospitality. The warm part sounds pretty good this evening. A little extra Hill Country magic and Christmas joy with everyone along the route tonight. Texas Heritage Vineyard.
And here we have Security State Bank and Trust, Polar Express. His favorite holiday movie into rolling celebration of community banking. Locally owned since 1941.
St. Mary's Catholic Church. Go ahead, Jen. You got it.
There we go. Bringing faithful journey through the Holy Land. Their twist on Candyland. Bright decor angels, educating students since 1856.
Gillespie County 4-H coming along next with their gingerbread barn, surrounded by twinkling lights and bringing the livestock to Main Street. As you can see, their float highlights leadership, service, and a hands-on learning in agriculture and STEM, supporting our local youth for many, many years here in Gillespie County. Stonewall Peach Jamboree rolling in next. Behind a vehicle supplied by McLean Ford, that's Queen Alexandra Jones and her Duchesses represent the beloved June Peach Jamboree and Rodeo in Stonewall, Texas.
All right, and here's the Ranch Radio group. 92.3 The Ranch. For over 31 years, they have been providing music to the Hill Country. And Crenwelge Motors, blends tradition and tomorrow with brand new Ram pulling, a beautiful restored 1953 Dodge pickup. Family owned since 1927.
Look at that old truck on there. All decked out, got a Christmas tree in the back.
So now let me tell you the best part of it all.
In case you're just joining us, it's the Light the Night Parade in downtown Fredericksburg. We're just getting started. Lots of floats still yet to come by. Looks like the Country Curl Salon and their beloved Christmas Wishes float from Comfort, Texas, with a white picket fence, snowman, Santa's wishing well, coming right down Main Street, Fredericksburg. Systems go. Lighting up the night with rockets, reindeer, and a glowing sleigh topped by a rocket. Systems Go, big part of the rocket program in Gillespie County and now all the way across the state. They'll be launching again this spring. Now for a quick word from Hill Country Propane.
For 45 years from all of us at Hill Country Propane, Merry Christmas!
Blanco County Fair and Rodeo. Royalty arrives with their float decked out red, white, and blue. Queen Presley Ferris and her court represent the community of Blanco.
This is Holiday Inn Express, featuring a beautiful restored 1941 GMC Christmas tree delivery truck, followed by a glowing gingerbread house from the Holiday Inn Express.
Hill Country Footprint Lending. They got some dancing elves and gingerbread kids, a cheerful snowman. Lots of stuff going on there. That is the Hill Country Footprint Lending.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, lots of folks out here. What seems like snow floating through the air.
All right, we have GT Masonry brings laughs with festive stone fireplace and a stuffed Santa stuck inside. A local masonry company for 9 years, spreading holiday cheer and good chuckle down Main Street.
Here comes
All
Miss
right.
Comfort. Go ahead, Jen. You got it.
Miss Comfort. Welcome to 2025 and 26 Miss Comfort Court. Queen Kaylee Ward, Princess Gretchen Halford, Duchess Delaney Rust, and Junior Miss Camelia Torres.
And looks like Crenwelge Ranch. No, I'm not going to say that's Crenwelge Ranch. Let's see who that is.
It is. That
is Crenwelge Ranch. Bringing the Hill Country magic with a giant Rudolph leading a glowing sleigh of children. A restored 1956 Chevy follows behind. I don't see the Chevy.
It was there earlier.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. All right, Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Float centers on the Nativity portrayed with reverence and simplicity, using cedar post and pine for an authentic feel. It's peaceful, a reminder of hope, faith, and the light of Jesus Christ. Beautiful.
Coming up next is Mustard Architects. Mustard Architects presenting a clever three-part ginger house. Design, construction, and the finished home. Their float celebrates creativity, thoughtful design, and the relationships they build with clients in the Hill Country. Mustard Design.
Century 21 Fredericksburg. Hill Country Realty rolls in with joy, literally. Their float features large illuminated joy letters, shimmering lights, local agents spreading Christmas cheer, serving the Hill Country since 1975. They're helping Texans find home, family, and togetherness.
How many floats did we say tonight, Jen? 150, but I think we ended up with about 140. So stay with us, boy. Lots of good floats coming our way.
All right, here's Strayer and Sons. Strayer and Ulfers have served the Hill Country since 1928, supplying fuel, tires, trailers, ATVs, and more. As longtime in-kind parade sponsors, they help make float staging possible. Thank you for nearly a century of local service.
And coming up next, the Fredericksburg Elementary Kind crew, spreading compassion with their red and white lights, candy canes, and their Kind Like Creed theme. Their sign becoming honoring a classmate. These young ambassadors remind us all of the true spirit of the season. And those kids are having a good time. Optimist Club of Fredericksburg rolling up next. They've brought Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer in duck form. 6 duck reindeer pulling a glowing sled, supporting the youth programs. Just to remind you of their Duck Derby fundraiser that's held on the opening day of T-Ball. Let's take a quick break for a word from Holy Ghost Lutheran Church.
Over 100 nativity displays in the fellowship hall at Holy Ghost Lutheran Church.
Here's Parts Unknown takes us on a holiday adventure with a beach scene up front, a forest of glowing Christmas trees in the back. Riders wear rugged Scully leather and Western apparel for this historic store owned by Scully family since 1906, bringing style, history, and cheer. Simply Dip Fondue serves up a giant fondue pot, sparkling lights, and holiday spirit. This locally owned restaurant proudly supports the community while celebrating Christmas with a delicious, fun float.
Rodeo Austin coming in next, bringing a Western Christmas charm. Since 1938, this nonprofit has raised millions for Texas youth in its March Pro Rodeo and Livestock Show. Don't miss them, March 13th through 28th, this next coming year, 2026. GT Builders brings home for the holidays to life with festive lights and a Christmas tree made entirely of construction tools. They celebrate craftsmanship and hometown pride that shape Fredericksburg. GT Builders right there rolling in front of us.
Here's iCountry Vision Center lights up the parade with a whimsical float, multicolored lights, cheerful characters, and even the Grinch behind the wheel. Established in 1991, they celebrate the season while caring for all your vision needs here in Fredericksburg. Willow City Fire Department since 1967. Protected the community with courage and commitment. Tonight, they're bringing Christmas cheer aboard their fully equipped 2013 Ferrera fire engine, giving this hometown heroes a big wave.
Frontera Healthcare brings the toy hospital to life with stuffed animals, dolls, and oversized medical kits. Serving Fredericksburg, Mason, Menard, and Junction, they provide compassionate, affordable care for the whole family. Tonight, they're sharing healing and holiday fun. Zion Lutheran Church celebrating the true meaning of Christmas with a children's birthday party for Jesus, complete with a giant cake. Join them for the Christmas Eve candlelight service at 6 p.m. and the post-parade Christus Bomb dedication with hot cocoa and cookies.
Texas Land and Ranch Development transforms Main Street into a candy land with gumdrops, lollipops, peppermint posts, and a gingerbread house. Whether clearing land or crafting a sugary wonderland, they bring creativity and holiday spirit to every project.
telling you, Jen, we kind of settle into a rhythm, and then all of a sudden the speed picks up.
This is
Aloha Glass and Mirror.
Glass and Mirror turns their truck into Santa's workshop, complete with a giant toy bag and elves hard at work. Proud members of the chamber.
Let's see, we got Lowe's coming up next from Kerrville. The Lowe's, boy, I've spent some money there over the years. Glowing gingerbread house covered in icing details, gumdrops, and lights. They're just more than a home improvement store. They're celebrating the magic of home, where memories are made and neighbors support neighbors. Lowe's of Kerrville. Stonewall Volunteer Fire Department and first responders proudly serving 272 square miles, 100% volunteer run, 100% donation funded. Tonight, spreading Christmas cheer and gratitude and protecting the Stonewall community.
Fredericksburg Inn and Suites shares a charming winter wonderland float from their boutique hotel just off of Main Street. They offer comfort, hospitality, and year-round hill country charm, bringing cozy holiday joy to the parade tonight.
And now word from Vogel Tractors.
Vogel Tractors, gifts that keep on giving. Merry Christmas, Fredericksburg.
William Chris Vineyards rolls in with Texas pride, 100% Texas wine, 100% of the time. Here comes Luckenbach. I'm not going to sing the song. Luckenbach, Texas brings musical heritage and hill country charm with their classic blue truck, an iconic sign honoring Willie, Waylon, and all the boys, including Hondo Crouch. Merry Christmas.
3G Ranch. The Moore family ranch brings a cowboy Christmas with a glowing chuck wagon, stockings, garland, and a jolly cowboy tipping his hat. Over a century of tradition meets holiday sparkle in this Western celebration. And then we have Cub Scouts Pack 135 spreads holiday cheer with stockings, scout colors, and festive decorations dedicated to adventure.
I believe that's Kuckuck's Nest. Their Bavarian charm, dirndls, lederhosen, and a giant blow-up cuckoo clock. I'm trying to see. There goes the Kuckuck's Nest. Albert Hotel is rolling in next. A Christmas morning in the hill country scene with a cozy room, bell cart, and gifts. The saloon, the pharmacy, Junebug's barbecue, and the spa, blending modern comfort with Fredericksburg heritage. The Albert Hotel.
Rodeo royalty from across Texas brings Western glamour to the parade. Tonight's ambassadors, Miss Rodeo, Guadalupe County, Princess Addison Miller, Miss Texas Hill Country Rodeo teen Grace Walker, and Princess Madison Hines celebrate tradition, agriculture, and Texas pride. And we have Create Healthy. Lights up the main street with the Winter Wonderland, featuring towering illuminating displays.
Texas Army National Guard, Crockett Company of the Texas Army National Guard rolls in with 10 uniformed soldiers and a medical tactical vehicle. Thank you for your service, gentlemen. Becker Vineyards celebrating 33 years of Texas winemaking with their decorated flatbed Ford 550.
Allen Keller Company combines construction and Christmas with a float full of lights, garland, For over 80 years, they have built roads, runways, infrastructure across the hill country. Tonight, they're building holiday cheer. Knopf Healthcare, votive hospice. A gnome place like home float with residents, staff, and riders dressed as festive gnomes waving from sparkling trailer. Locally owned for 65 years, bringing community care and Christmas joy to the route.
Next up, Ambleside School of Fredericksburg dives under the sea with Christmas on the Nautilus, featuring Captain Nemo, coral reefs, divers, and caroling submariners. A K-12 school focused on wisdom and virtue. Ambleside. Fredericksburg Music Festival, Texas Cellos, Fredericksburg Music Festival, and Texas Cellos, presenting a candlelight cello choir performing carols in honor of St. Lucia's Day. This nonprofit connects youth to music education.
Anderson Outdoor celebrates holiday landscapes of the hill country with 2 floats, one glowing holiday garden and the other a modern outdoor living scene with native greenery and festive accents. They proudly share creativity and craftsmanship with the community.
All right, here's Anderson Outdoor, holiday landscapes of the hill country with 2 floats. Yeah, they rolled that first one by. This is the second one coming in.
Yep.
Let's hear a word from the Bridge Church.
The Bridge Church of Fredericksburg. Join us on Christmas Eve, services at 3:30 and 5 p.m.
Joy to the world.
Here's the ones I like, Jen. The National Museum of the Pacific War, and they brought in a fleet here for us. And some of these are pretty cool. World War II M5A1 Stuart light tank, first public appearance, it says, right here in the Light the Night Parade, accompanied by an M3 half-track and a 1945 Jeep. This festive convoy honors those who served and invites everyone to tomorrow's Bush Gallery grand reopening.
Destination Cycle shows off decorated UTVs and motorcycles, highlighting the adventure, fun, service offered at the Hill Country's Go to Power Sports dealership.
All right, so Jen, we're a little over halfway, or right at the halfway mark, and here's where things start to get a little chaotic as we try to keep up. We'll do our best because at this point, some of this goes off script.
This is a Live Love Foundation of Salvation just passing by us.
Frontier History Company rolling through here with their Old West scene. Old West Rangers arrive in a 1929 Model Ford. No, I'm not sure that's right, but Fredericksburg Equipment Sales comes through next with a couple of reindeer perched up on the tongue of that trailer. FBN Equipment Sales. Look exterior, helping you keep your landscape looking good. Frosty the Snowman perched up there.
Rapture coming up. Rapture 96.5, 93.9. Gillespie County Farm Bureau. Supporting local youth and agriculture, spreading a warm holiday spirit.
Got Wild Seed Farms rolling through next. And always enjoy driving by out there and seeing what they've got growing and how beautiful everything looks out there on the way to Stonewall. Comes some trikes rolling through. That's a pedicab company that has opened here in Fredericksburg. Looks like Myers Septic rolling through with one of their trucks all decorated up. See Santa hanging off the back there.
This is Tinsley Realty Group. Candyland themed float celebrating and opening their new Fredericksburg office. A&A Lawn and Landscaping brings Christmas trees, lights, a cozy fireplace, and even the snow machine to Main Street. They're dedicated to making Hill Country outdoor space shine.
Here comes some more snow blowers, Jennifer.
Lots of snow tonight. I like it.
And the kids really enjoy it too. That's AA Lawn and Landscape. We got Hugalon.
CrossFit celebrates fitness and fun in a true Hill Country style. Cedar Eaters.
Hey, their mission is to restore land. They'll go out and take care of some of your cedar, and you'll see some of that stuff come back. And hey, I think the Grinch is driving that thing. Boy, watch out. We've got Everett's 4th birthday.
And all his friends having a ball out there in the snow.
That's a way to celebrate a birthday party.
Absolutely.
Hey, now for a word from the Gillespie County Youth Livestock Association.
At this year's stock show, join FbgLive in making much of our kids and your company.
Back to action here as you see some of the kids riding along on these floats. Here come some of the old tractors. Another beautifully decorated float here rolling our way. That is 4 Premier Properties.
Yeah, this is Cindy Koenig. She's running for district clerk.
Got that white truck all decorated up.
Billy softball.
Softball girls be cranking up here in just a couple of months. Coach Derek Dietrich, Coach Dean Herbert got the girls rolling through the parade there. Good to see some of those high school kids. Fredericksburg Chevrolet. There's the Fredericksburg United Methodist Church. Got their choir members up there singing along.
And we have Uber driver driving a Tesla.
That thing is lit up.
It is.
Doss Consolidated School District, Texas' oldest continuing operating public school since 1884.
Is this the Patriot Academy?
That is the Patriot Academy.
Yeah.
You got George Washington heading across the Delaware there.
And that's Chris Wanner, also running for district clerk, I believe. Signor Vineyards. 2 locations now.
Here comes Dr. Wilhelm Kyle, Gillespie County's first doctor, the Daughters of the American Republic. Yeah.
It's Waymakers coming up.
Got some kids and a nice ATV there on the back. Another one of the Kerrville radio stations.
That's Fox, 106.5.
Yep, got the Fox riding up on top. There's the Pickle House Social. Jenna hadn't tried pickleball yet. They've got some indoor pickleballs courts set up out there.
Coach, you need to try it. It's a lot of fun. KNAF. Pronto. Andy Amo. H2O pool cleaning services here in the Hill Country. Oh, they look nice and cozy with that fireplace going.
Got them a little fire pit up there. Comes another one of those antique cars. Kids along in the back, couple of candy canes. We hope you're enjoying tonight's parade and things getting to wind down, getting closer to the end here. And
this is the preserve, in the Stonewall area. Goat, all sorts of live animals, a kangaroo. What is that thing in the front seat? The river.
Greatest hits. The River 106.1. All your favorite music, the 70s, the 80s. That was awesome. Batman was here. Merry Christmas, y'all.
Zinsmeyer Insurance rolling through next to take care of all your insurance needs. I keep seeing the Grinch. I think he keeps running back and getting in everybody's float. Got Zeke Enriquez. There's another well done float. You got the sun in the back and Santa in the hot tub.
Yeah, this is Texas Greater Texas Solar Company.
Installing solar power at your house.
Here we have the Hill Country Bass Bumpers.
Now that's a bass club. Is that at St. Mary's? Is that right? I did read that. Promoting fishing in the Hill Country, trying to get kids tied into those things. Bass Club at the high school. They can carry on with that when they get to high school. Here comes Bee Creek Internet. Boy, if you need internet service, they are the guys to call. They'll get you hooked up out in some of the remote areas.
Happy AC and Heating Company.
Santa in his helicopter up there on top. Dancing Christmas tree in the back. Happy Air Conditioning and Heating. Treehouse Kids Club from the Methodist Church here in Fredericksburg. Good after-school program. You're looking for a place for your kiddos to get some after-school fun and education. Hill Country Patriot. 104.3, 102.1. News and information out of Kerrville and across the nation and the world. Let's see, we got some fair contestants there. I've found it in my notes. Kendall County,
Kendall County
Fairgrounds Fair Queen.
This is a JR, is it Key Service, I believe?
Yep. Need somebody to help you get into your car. Last draw, cards and collectibles. New business here in town, promoting board games and card games. I think that's Pikachu on there. I've seen the kids chase after those things.
There you go. Napa, Turn Time Automotive here in Fredericksburg.
You know, it's hard, Jen, not to, you know lots of these people. You want to wave at them. They want to come say hi to you. Just a nice local community parade. First Baptist Church promoting their Christmas Eve candlelight service. Starts at 5 p.m. All right.
These horses, Texas 2-ton. Beautiful horses.
A couple of draft horses there. Fredericksburg Antique Car Club. Got a few cars rolling through here.
Yeah, they have a total of 10 vehicles out tonight.
And I had that marked in my notes if I could find it, because I always enjoy naming those cars as they come by. But of course,
it moves too fast.
Yep, I can't find it in my notes, but
it moves too fast.
There's an old Volkswagen van. All decked out with their lights and
lots of passion into restoring these vehicles.
There was a time when that was all that tread up and down Main Street.
Sure like that Aggie maroon, Coach. What do you think?
We're not going to go there. There's some burnt orange over here somewhere. Friendly rivalry. Now for a word from the Gillespie County. Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, Gillespie County 100 Club coming our way here.
OLH, Lady of the Hills from Kerrville. SK Roofing voted best in 2025.
Tell you what, I've had them do a roof or two for me after a hailstorm over the years.
Us
Do a
too.
good job.
Us too.
Local barbershop.
A new barbershop?
Yep. The Fade Barbershop. I remember seeing that in our list earlier. It looks like the Grinch tied to the back of that one there, and looks like this may be the end. I don't see these sheriff vehicles in our list anywhere, Jennifer.
I don't see them.
It has been a beautiful night for a parade here in Fredericksburg. Stay with us. We'll come back to kind of wrap things up in just a moment right here on FbgLive.
This season, we gather around the table to give thanks for family, for friends, and for life's precious moments. And at Segner's Jewelers, we're honored to be a part of those moments, because jewelry is more than a gift, it's a memory to treasure.
Winter, spring, summer, fall, HCP has it all. Everything you need and want for any season. Fireplaces, fire logs, heating for your home, and fire pits for the yard. Indoor and outdoor grills. Propane for your grill, your home, or your RV. From A to Z, everything propane for all seasons. Just ask us. Find us online at hillcountrypropaneinc.com or come to the showroom at 1240 State Highway 16 in Fredericksburg. Hill Country Propane Inc. Go propane.
Vogel Tractors, high-quality tractors, construction machines, and utility vehicles, new and used equipment and attachments from Rhino, Armstrong Ag, Industrious America, and more. Vogel Tractors specializes in 20 to 150 horsepower tractors, as well as skid steers, excavators, and more. All machines field-tested, shop-inspected, and serviced to exceed expectations. Online at vogeltractors.com or give us a call, 830-644-1400.
This Christmas season, Holy Ghost Lutheran Church welcomes you to celebrate with us. Join us for a special free community event, the African Children's Choir, December 14th at 7 p.m. Then, come share the beauty of Christmas Eve candlelight worship on December 24th at 3, 5, and 7 p.m. Celebrate Christmas Day with worship at 10 a.m., followed by our community Christmas meal at 11 a.m., open to all. Find hope, joy, and community this Christmas at Holy Ghost Lutheran Church.
Fredericksburg ISD Education Foundation, the students and their families representing.
Howdy friends, Paige here from FbgLive. Thanks for enjoying the parade with us tonight. We love supporting our kids and community, especially during the upcoming livestock show. Nearly 7,500 tuned into our coverage last year. This January, why not help us make much of these amazing students and your business with a sponsorship? Visit FbgLive for more info. But for now, back to the parade.
Thank you once again for joining us here tonight for the Light the Night Christmas Parade in Fredericksburg, Texas. Randall King alongside Jennifer. And Jennifer, it got kind of crazy there after about 70, and we kind of knew that was going to happen. But what a beautiful night out here.
We tried. It was beautiful. I think the crowd enjoyed all the fantastic floats, so much time and effort that everyone has put into these floats, and we all appreciate it. Our
title sponsor tonight was Segner's Jewelers. And Jen, just like we mentioned before the parade, how much has changed in 31 years as this parade has grown into what it is. And it draws people from all over the state of Texas, and I would guess elsewhere. And here we are live on Fbg.Live, and you can watch it just about anywhere in the world, and we are thankful for that. Segner's Jewelers, our title sponsor here tonight. Don't forget some of the things that are coming up next. The New Year's Eve ball drop will be broadcast on FbgLive, as well as the Gillespie County Youth Livestock Show. Lots of things on the horizon, so be sure you subscribe to FbgLive and Billy's Live so that you can kind of keep up with what's going on and have an opportunity to support our youth. Jennifer, Merry Christmas to you and your family and everyone out there. We're thankful that you could join us tonight, and have a happy holiday.